What's up, guys? Ricky here with another review on another collectible that I found at my local shop, 1313 Mockingbird Lane Toys and Collectibles. So if you haven't checked it out, it is in Lawrence, Kansas. It is a really sweet shop to get new stuff all the time and they're reasonably priced. So for $25, I picked up Mongul Mega Figures. So I figured that was a pretty good deal. So this one I passed on for a little bit, but for that price, I thought, you know what, this would be a pretty good one to get. And it looks like there are some opportunities, right, as far as the armor. So I'll probably black wash that. Probably black wash the skin as well. Maybe brown wash it. We'll see. But yeah, so I thought that's pretty cool. So let's open it up, see what we're looking at. Okay, here is Mongul out of the package. And looking pretty good. I actually like this one more than I thought I would. Now it is a little bit hollower, just to let you know. So the chest piece is hollow. I know some of the mega figures that McFarlane's been putting out has not been solid, but have been hollow on the inside, so it's not super heavy, but it does have some really good textures and detail per usual from McFarlane, so black wash could definitely fill in these creases and really bring out some of the textures. They did a really great job on the eyes. I really enjoy the face sculpt and what they did with the eyes. They went with more of like a red eyes with kind of like a black faded around it. Looks really good. Got some good textures here on the arms. Right, a wash will really bring that out as well. The green gauntlets, which is a dark green with a light green dry brushed over the top. Then you have some purple pants with some cool textures on it as well. And silver boots, which would also look really good with the black wash. So overall, looking really good and can benefit from custom. So I'll make sure that I do customize it as well. So let's get into the articulation. The head moves up, not very far, although he's not really going to be looking up too much. I reckon, since he's a tall figure. He looks down about that far. So you have a little bit. You have pivot. So okay on the pivot. And you got rotation, of course. Arms go up 90 degrees. So you do have very good articulation there. You do have single joint elbows with rotation. And then you do have rotation and articulation on the wrist as well. So no ab crunch, but you can rock it forward that far. And you can go back that far, so that's actually not too bad. And then you get a nice pivot, rotation. You can get him in the splits, kind of, not too far, although he's not a character that would do the splits too much, I don't reckon. Okay, about 45 degrees. This plastic material gets a little bit in the way there. You do have double jointed knees, which is nice. You get some dynamic jumping poses if you want. And then you do have ankle articulation and toe articulation as well, and pivot. So overall, for a mega figure, it's not too bad. Same thing, no crunch here, which is fine because you can still kind of crunch it enough, so not too bad there. So overall articulation is pretty good. Okay, here we go. So we have Mongul in the middle there, on the middle left. So to the middle right, we have Darkseid. Looks like Mongul stands about half a head taller than Darkseid. If you go to the far left, we have the new Doomsday from the Superman Doomsday McFarlane 2-pack. That one is customized, so it does look a little bit more detailed. And it looks like Mongul stands almost a whole head taller. So he stands quite a bit taller there. To the far right, we have Bane mega figure, which he stands about the same. So it's about a whole head taller than Bane, which I think makes sense. And then in the far back, we have the Swamp Thing, which stands about a head taller than Mongul. And just for size reference, we have the NECA Green Lantern from the Green Lantern Predator 2-pack, so which stands about the same size as your McFarlane scale 7-inch. In the front, and you can tell Mongul stands, he only goes up to the abdomen there, so not very far. So let's see, so size real quick, looks like we have 9 3/4 inches tall for Mongul. And then it looks like we are looking at about 24.5, almost 25 centimeters tall. So as far as size goes, it is a really big mega figure. And actually looks pretty cool. Fits in really well with the villainous scheme there. Okay, so final thoughts on Mongul. So I actually like this figure more than I thought I would. So I passed on it because I didn't really want to spend the $40. Like I said, I just found it at my local shop for $25. So obviously I thought that was a pretty good deal. So I'm glad I picked it up. I am going to do some customization on it. Nothing big, just some black wash on the silvers. And I'll do a wash on the arms. Debating if I want to do a brown wash or a black wash. So I think I'm going to try brown just to see how that turns out with this one. I've done it before, but I think this could be a fun one to also show all of you. So overall, great figure, decent paint applications. The articulation is not bad, especially for a bigger figure. Like I said, the wash is the big key, and then not a whole lot of crunch when it comes to the abdomen. but overall I think it's going to be a great figure. So if you have the opportunity to pick it up, I say this is a pretty good figure. I'd say go for it. I think it's a pretty sweet figure. Looks good in the collection of villains, and overall, this is a figure that they don't make much. So if you are a Mongul fan, definitely go pick it up. So thank you all so much. Continue to support this channel. Like, subscribe, and we're growing it. So thank you all so much for your support, and I will catch you all in the next video.